Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with Ross Benjamin, SBR contributor, and today we're going to give you a quick pitching report for a couple of games. But first off, how you doing this morning, Ross?
I'm doing very, very well, Dex. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Can't complain. Let's start by talking about these pitchers. Now, the first ones are coming from the Braves and the Nationals match. The Braves, they're going to be calling up on right-hander Ervin Santana, who's been pretty solid for the most part of the season. As for the Nationals, they're giving the nod to the amazing Zimmerman. And this right-hander has been displaying a heck of a form this year. But what else can you tell us about these two hurlers, Ross?
Well, Ervin Santana has put together a solid season, 16-11 against the money with a 3.61 ERA. He enters tonight having displayed very good form over his last three starts, Dex. In those three outings, he's posted a stellar 2.84 ERA and 1.16 WHIP. Unfortunately, in two starts versus the Nationals this season, he struggled a bit, as evidenced by his lofty 5.25 ERA in those outings. Now, the Nationals right-hander Jordan Zimmerman is having a banner year. He's gone 19-9 against the money with a sparkling 2.93 ERA. He's been especially good during his last seven starts, going a perfect 7-0 against the money with a 2.30 ERA. So you got a couple of hot pitchers entering this evening.
All right, Ross, so definitely taking into account that both these guys are actually pretty hot right now, it must have been a difficult pick, but who's going to get the lean in this one?
Well, during that 7-0 money line run for Zimmerman, the Nationals have also given him 6.6 runs per game of support, Dax. That's phenomenal if you combine that with his stellar pitching. That's a lethal combination when you combine that lights-out performance he's had during that stretch and then getting that kind of run support. My betting edge in the starting pitching department in this game goes to the Nationals' Jordan Zimmerman over Ervin Santana of the Atlanta Braves.
All right, good stuff. Now let's start by talking about the pitchers for the Royals and the Tigers game. Now let's look at the Royals starting pitcher, Jason Vargas. Now in your article, you did point out that this is an extremely important game for the veteran southpaw. But is he up for the challenge? Now I think that we might have a better idea of what to expect from this guy if you can fill us in on his production this year so far, Ross.
Well, let's start with how he's been in his last five starts. He's been superb, posting an excellent 1.82 ERA over those last five outings. He's been a rock on the road again this season, posting a 2.12 ERA in 12 starts on the road. That's pretty darn good. Combine that with his last five starts, this guy is in solid form right now. And his three starts versus the Tigers in 2014, his only enigma there is he's had a 4.74 ERA. So if he can straighten out his act against Detroit and combine what he's done recently, Dex, I think he'll be up to the task this evening.
All right, but now let's take a look at the Tigers' Max Scherzer. Now, he's been having some pretty inconsistent games lately. Now, Ross, which hurler do you expect to see in this event? The former Cy Young Award winner or the pitcher that's been struggling in his latest games out?
Now, that's a good question. I think based on the enormity of the game, Detroit goes into tonight one game behind the Kansas City Royals in the AL Central pennant race. He'll be up to the task as well. He struggled a bit over his last four starts, compiling an unimpressive 5.11 ERA during that time. However, this is a guy that's been absolutely money at home. He's gone an outstanding 44-12 against the money in his last 56 starts at Comerica Park in Detroit, and that includes 10-2 this season with a stellar 2.77 ERA.
All right, man, so I'm pretty much assuming that this was a tough one as well, but who do you give the edge to in this case?
Well, considering the success the Tigers have had when facing lefties this season and Scherzer's outstanding track record at home, it would be difficult for me to fade the 2013 Cy Young Award winner from the American League tonight. My betting edge here in the pitching department goes to Max Scherzer of the Detroit Tigers over Jason Vargas of the Kansas City Royals.
All right, Ross, thank you once again for all these valuable insights, and we'll talk again tomorrow.
Thank you for having me, Dax.
It's a pleasure. And for SportsbookReview.com, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.